Leo, May of 2022. Spiritual Rebirth, Intellectual 8 of Wands, Physical Queen of Cups, Social 9 of Wands, and Emotional Queen of Wands. Earth Wisdom, Leo, May of 2022. Freedom. Divine Animals message for Leo, May of 2022. Wolverine. Soul Trees message for Leo, May of 2022. Teach. Alright, Leo, spiritual rebirth. Hesitation could be frustration, source of frustration of how you're not wanting to change in any way or adapt or evolve spiritually in any way. Being very stubborn or bitter about anything that you hold dear or you think you hold dear. Maybe there's more to it than you think, or maybe there's some deep diving you need to do. Or this is just going with the flow of rebirth, the spiritual new chapter of finessing, adaptation, evolving. Hey, look, I was this old guy playing this horn, and now I'm this, like, spiritually, a rebirth, a new phase of life. You feel rejuvenated. Alright, Leo, 8 of Wands, confusion or uncertainty, jealousy. These are the types of things that can be going on in your head. Or it's the other way around. You're enlightened about the new path you're going, the direction you're going. News came quickly and you're like, yay! You're feeling good about what is going on in your life, what you're thinking about. Your thoughts are clear. You're able to see clearly. Or you're having a hard time throwing or putting your intellect into the right direction. It's either accurate or inaccurate throw of the wand there in your mind. So be wary, because what you push out comes back to you. Leo, Queen of Cups, emotional separation. You're disrupting your own health or your 3D realm, or physical realm, your finances, your values, your home, any of those physical aspects of your life. Or you could be having a cleansing, compassion, assistance with that. But dependency could be an issue too. You don't want to become dependent where they're a crutch and you don't need the crutch anymore. So be wary of your own emotional implications and how they affect the physical realm in your life. 9 of Wands in the social aspect. You're socially defensive, either because of the untrustworthy or the damage or conflicts that have to do with trust. So you're like, no, because this and this and this trust is not available, or it's not easy to get past my barrier because of, which could be a good thing. Just be wary that your defense is pokey or spiky, and people are, how far are your barriers? How close are people allowed to get? How close are they not allowed to get? Those kinds of making sure you have a harmonious balance of barriers and defenses in your social aspect of your life. It's definitely needed, but too much of anything is a bad thing, right? So too much defense means that you're isolated, you can't keep, that you won't let anyone near you, you're like locked yourself up in your own place and you won't go out and do anything. So We don't want to do that. But we also want to make sure we're safe and protected. So, Queen of Wands, emotionally, you could be this goes back to the Nine of Wands, right? So you're either fierce, specific. You're like, no, this is the way I want things. This is how things are going to be. Don't make me burn things down. This is emotions, though. So your emotions are kind of the source here. The Queen of Wands is the source of your reading for me. Very, look at the cat. Very eyeful, watchful. But there may be some tyrannical emotions. You may be causing your own betrayals that come about because the emotions are so fierce and passionate, but aren't considerate to who is within the boundary or who is in your kingdom. So just be careful that you're not letting the power of your emotions go to your head, where you become some kind of emotional tyrant and using it for manipulation. Freedom. Blackberry supports shadow work, helps face primal fears, protects and heals. Obsidian exposes flaws, weaknesses, and blockages and provides support when facing them. True freedom requires intense shadow work. Face your deepest fears. Feel your hardest and scariest or most shameful emotions. Only through recognizing and naming them can you finally deal with them and be free. Do not go alone into the shadows of your soul. Call on the dark goddess who will guide and protect you. I am ready to face my worst fear or shameful emotion. I know I am not alone and that the dark goddess will guide me toward true freedom. Wolverine, fierceness. We should develop a sense of healthy fierceness. Right now, do not shy away from things that confront you, but choose carefully how you act. You can be fierce but not angry. Loyalty is important right now. Vidar was a younger son of Odin and the giantess Grior. Vidar's half-brothers were Thor and Loki. His land is described in the Edda as a high place of brushwood and tall grasses, and it is said that his companion animal was the wolverine, which was fierce, strong, and secretive. Vidar was considered to be a god of silence and was called upon to uphold vows, especially vows of secrecy. He had magical shoes that made him strong and could take him anywhere. Vidar showed his determination and fierceness at the time of Ragnarok, the end of the world. Vidar is one of only a few gods who survived Ragnarok. It had been prophesied that the world would end with wolves eating the sun. The mighty wolf Fenrir had battled Odin, and the All-Father had fallen. Vidar saw his father fall, screamed for vengeance, and set upon the wolf. He took off one of his shoes and placed it in the open jaws of Fenrir, keeping the wolf's jaws open and wide, then plunged his sword again and again into the wolf's mouth, eventually killing him. Many of the mythos of the First Nations of the United States also featured the Wolverine, mainly as a trickster figure. Wolverines live in remote Arctic forests and mountain environments, as isolated from humans as possible. They are an elusive creature found in Russia, Canada, and the United States, Baltic countries, China, and Mongolia. Female wolverines have snow dens and give birth to 2 or 3 kits. Their reproductive cycle is such that they can keep its suspended growth fertilized blastocysts if conditions are not supportive. Their natural enemy is the wolf. Although they are much smaller than the average wolf, they are fierce hunters and will defend kills against raiding wolves and bears by relying on their sharp teeth and long claws. As they have large home ranges, they rely on the conservation of their habitats. They can range hundreds of kilometers in one season. Wolverines are so secretive and that scientists do not know presently how many there may be, but because their habitats are being destroyed and encroached upon, and because of global warming pressures, they may be threatened. Wolverine magic is to be utilized when you need real will and determination. When you are against the odds and you need a bit of healthy fierceness to get things done. Call on the animal's energy. Also, if you wish to have an energy witness to keep a valve secret safely for you, Wolverine would be a great choice. Symbology: shoe, long claws, shoe and mouth of wolf, tracks in snow, Wolverine claws, stride back, a man with big shoes with a Wolverine. Teach. Share your knowledge, talents, wisdom, and what you are passionate about. Be a mentor. So, but with Wolverine, be balanced with secrecy and fierceness. Don't just run around killing random things because you're strong and powerful. And Wolverine has freedom. There's freedom in your life when you are teaching and having the fierceness accurately, not overly fierce. Queen of Wands here, overly fierce, right next to the Wolverine. Spiritual Rebirth would help with that. Making sure you're accurate in your intellect and what you're putting out into the universe so you get back what you want. Emotional disturbances can come and affect your health, your life, physical realm. So you might want to make sure you get some moon energy and accurate emotions and balance, because we have Black Moon and Lilith until January of 2022. So in Cancer, Black Moon and Lilith in Cancer, by the way, till January of 2022. So there's definitely some connections here with this reading. Nine of Wands, making sure you have boundaries, but they're not too much where you're locked yourself up. Teach. And that was your reading, Leo, for May of 2022. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.